to subscribe to our new Patreon.
Alright, what's going on, people?
Hey, family.
What's going on?
Hey,
What's
hey.
going on? I am one half of Blackmore TV, Franklin.
And I'm the other half, Ursula.
And welcome to our Blackmore TV
Weekly Q&A update.
weekly Q&A
Yeah.
updates, guys. Don't worry. I'm not playing around with the name and everything else, but hey, you know, what the heck? So we're gonna
It's
bring it
working
to
for
you.
now.
We're going to let you know what time it is, and that's what we're going to do. So, you know, we're going to get into it, guys. So what the weekly update is exactly what it is. It's going to give you an update of our trip here on the ground in
Yeah.
Togo. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's made. Yeah.
Tech gremlins even.
Don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? That's to make sure everything's going good, you know what I'm saying, before we keep going. So, yeah, the weekly updates is going to be, guys, I'll sharing our vlog with you guys to let you guys know, you know, what we've been doing on a weekly basis, you know, trying to summarize everything for you. You know, we're going to drop it in 3-part questions, and at the end, we're going to give a summary, and if you watch to the end of the video, we're going to give you a travel tip that will advise you to...
Right to the end, guys. You've got to stay right to
You've
the
got to
end.
stay right at the end and keep watching, guys. And of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Smash that like button, guys. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so that you can be kept up to date with the vlogs when they come out. If you're already a member of the channel, guys, big shout out to the Blackmore TV family. You know what time it is.
Always
you know
showing
what I'm
that love, support, growth.
Always. So without much further ado, let's get into the first question.
First question. What have we been up to this week? What have we been up to this week, guys?
So, what have we been up to this week? Well, guys, of course, you know, this week was a mad week.
It was a busy week. It was crazy.
Everything leading up to it, you see what I'm saying, was absolutely crazy. Packing down the house, you see what I'm saying, putting things in storage.
Do the PCR test.
Doing the PCR test, you see what I'm saying, making sure you're taking our yellow fevers, not yellow fevers, malaria tablets, you see what I'm saying. So, there's a whole bunch of things going on at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And obviously we have 3 lovely, beautiful children.
Yes, juggling good old family life.
Good old family life. So it was a madness, you know what I'm saying? And obviously then the flight, which I'm not gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? It's like when we got there, you know what I'm saying, to the airport, it's like Air France is the airline that we took. And I've flown with Air France before, and I've sworn down that I'll never take Air France again after that experience.
Wasn't a good experience then, yeah?
It wasn't a good experience, because the last time I took Air France, there was a friggin' strike that happened, and I was stuck in France, right? I had to catch a plane to friggin', I'm not gonna forget it. So I said, I'm not gonna do that, right? But it happened to be the quickest flight to get over here in Africa.
Because guys, we've got like the kids. If it was just us travelling, we could take like, you know, loads of connecting flights and all the rest of it.
You said we are.
No. Oh, okay. We might have to do that then. If it was just us, of course, we would have just taken whichever flights got like the cheapest flights we could have possibly got, and then like we're off. But with the kids, we have to factor that in, think about them, how they would come on the flights, and especially like during pandemic time,
you know what I'm saying? But limit the number of connections, etc., etc.
Air France was the best out of all of them.
And considering that we were traveling to West Africa, and of course we haven't told you guys where we were traveling to, but we will tell you guys
in a second.
You know what I'm saying? So part of this week, guys, what we did, so we managed to catch a flight from Birmingham.
Actually, can I just say, I just want to give such a shout out to Birmingham Airport though, because they we had
Birmingham
to
Airport,
not
Air France.
No, not Air France. No, Birmingham Airport was absolutely amazing, guys. You see what I'm saying? We actually managed to get some priority boarding, so with the kids and everything, we didn't have to queue. We were literally.
But there was reasons for that.
There was reasons for that.
You don't want to share it right now.
No, but at the end of the day, they were just absolutely brilliant in the way they offered the service, and they were just on point. Do you know what I mean? So and it was just really lovely to the kids. So that in itself.
I mean, to be fair, the airport staff were
great.
Great. You know what I'm saying? In Birmingham and in Charles de Gaulle. In Paris. Right, we will talk about Africa where we landed. So anyway, guys, so where did we go? Where did we fly out to? We flew out to none other, guys, but to West Africa, Togo, guys. Togo.
I know everyone thought we were gonna be in Ghana.
I know everyone thought we were gonna be in Ghana, right? It was like, because we was talking about Ghana, we was saying, listen, everything was popping there,
Yes.
we turned.
Yeah.
A couple of years back.
Ghana's brilliant.
Yes.
Ghana is amazing.
Yes.
And we will be travelling to Ghana.
That's why it's called Blackmore TV Travels, family. You know what I'm saying? We will be
travelling
traveling to Ghana. But our first stop on the continent was in Togo, West Africa, to be precise, in the city of Lomé. You know, our big sister, you know what I'm saying, Kai, and all her family and all the people down here in Togo as well.
Like been a real great support.
Real great support, real great connection.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Real love, real family.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, we can't. Like we said before, you connect heavy, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you cannot buy and money can't buy, you know what I'm saying? You have to build those connections and develop those connections to carry you through. And so here we are, guys. We are in
Togo.
Togo, guys. We're in Togo. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we got to the airport. Yeah. Just as we were about to, board, really, I guess, check in and all the rest of it, right? We got this woman at the Air France desk telling us that we've got the incorrect paperwork. Now, side note, guys, very important moment for you guys to learn about. Right? Well, I said I'm going to leave travel tips to the end, but this one I think I'm going to have to tell you guys right now. Please make sure you double, triple check all your required paperwork for whatever country you are flying to. Dot the I's. Make sure you have the printouts if you can, and if you don't have the printouts, take screenshots and make sure your phone is charged. Guys, make sure, because that's what I did. I made sure I had screenshots, I had the printouts, you know, my phone was charged, and even when I got there, they don't necessarily know the right documents that you're gonna need. You know, so you need to make sure that you have the right documents and that you're confident that you have the right documents so that you can give it to them, even though they may not know, you know.
Quick sidebar. The day before, because obviously we went to go do like our PCR tests and stuff. And coming back, guys, no word of a lie, there was like a family.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh, this Ethiopian family, and it's like, there was only 7 of them.
Heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
You know, like, right from young baby, one of them was pregnant,
dad,
like the
mom,
elders. And they were saying that they didn't have the right document, or they hadn't filled something out, and they just weren't going to have enough time to be able to.
Yeah, sorry guys, the sound in the background is the fan over here. Yeah?
It's hot.
It's too hot over here right now, right? So the fan's over there, so we apologize for the sound, right? If it's interfering with it. But sorry.
Yeah, so on our way when we were leaving, it's like we saw them, and oh my gosh, it was so heartbreaking because it's literally. You can imagine they're large party traveling.
Of a family of 7, you can imagine what the plane fare on that is already. You know what I'm saying? Because we understood it as well, and we're a family of 5, so they're just 2 more than we are. And then the PCR test, whatever it is that you're gonna need, visas, etc.
So it gets to that point, and then you're told that you can't board because apparently a document. I'm not gonna lie, the night before we were scanning the documents,
making sure that everything was there. You know, so this is what I say to you guys: make sure you double check, triple check, or triple check to make sure that everything's there, you see what I'm saying? And make sure you take screenshots, make sure you have stuff on your phone, because I did that. She didn't know what happened, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, the way she spoke to me was in such a condescending, and I don't want to say.
But there was definitely undertones of like racism.
There was definitely undertones of racism there, you see what I'm saying? And it was clear to see from even some of the other staff members who were able to say that themselves. So, you know, but I had to pull her. I had to pull her card. I'm like, no, you ain't speaking to me or my family like that in front of 500 people. You lost your mind? Who do you think this is? I need to speak to your manager, please. So the manager has to come down, I have to put her to the side, give her a piece of my mind, and of course show her the evidence that I have and I've accumulated. She said, well, the evidence seems above board. The only thing is we don't want you to get stuck on the other side. I said, well, I can't get stuck on the other side because A, I've paid for my test, B, I've got negative results, C, I've got all the certificates and paperwork to show them that I've done all the set above and required regulations and rules. So what else is that you require me to do? I can't give you what I don't have because what she's requiring from me is a computer animated image. Can't give you that. So anyway, guys, long story short, we got on the plane, we caught our flight, and, you know, we were able to move forward and jump on the plane. So that was great.
That was that. And Air France, from that flight, that was really good.
Yeah, the first flight was great. Second flight, though, not so great.
I think we'll probably have to go into like a deeper video.
Yeah, we'll do another video about that. To talk
about
in detail about that, you know what I'm saying? With clips of the video as well, you know what I'm saying? Or we might just put the clips in this video, just so you can have a quick idea of what it is. But you never know. But if you're on our Patreon, you're definitely going to see the raw, uncut footage of how we really felt. Excuse me. Oh, the fly just came right in my eye. Look at the mosquito just flying by. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. So, actually taking care of me. It's in there. It's in there. I felt like it was a Mills and Blues movie, like it was Gone with the Wind or something like that. Anyway, let's go back. So, Yeah, so the second flight, not the greatest, you know what I'm saying? Food is absolutely terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible. If you're flying with children, please bring a packed lunch and get something on your way because we did.
Make sure they
eat, right? Make sure they eat because Air France's food is terrible.
Honestly,
the guy served baby food to children. And when I said to him, bro, what is going on? He said, it's economy. I'm like, what?
So basically, if we wanted better food, we should have
upgraded
to business class or first class.
I saw the food that went past. It went much better when it was an up. No. Fix up Air France. That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shame of yourself serving baby food to children. Because
then we practically all didn't really eat anything.
No, we didn't eat that flight. No, it was disgusting. So that was a disappointment. But on the flip side, when we did land in Togo, when we did land in Lomé, in Nasingbe Airport, you know what I'm saying? I hope I'm saying that right, guys, for all my Togolese fans. For all my Togolese family over there, if I'm saying it right, drop a one in the chat, or in the comment section. And just say, yes. But if I butchered it, you know what I'm saying? I do apologize. Blame the English for that. That's their language. Yeah. So, but we landed in Togo, we landed in Lomé. It was a nighttime landing, so everybody rushed through. Luckily, because we have our connections on the ground as well, we were able to get our visa papers on the ground because Togo does allow you to pay for visas upon entry. You only get 7 days, however. So, and we will do another video about visas and things like that, and what you can do from the UK and what you can do from over here as well.
But you do, guys, have to have your PCR test already paid for.
There you go.
From your point of origin where you're flying.
Yes, if you're flying into Togo, you have to have already paid for your PCR test, which we did in the UK before we were able to fly out, and it will be received. Excuse me, and then you get a ticket, receipt printed out, which I printed out and took a screenshot of to show them on the other side. Now, we did have a problem with that, right? Because one of the receipts did not come back for one of our children.
They took the payment for
took payment.
But they didn't send us the receipt.
For one. So I screenshotted the payments that came out of my bank account to prove that the payments had actually gone through. So when we arrived at Togo and we had a bit of a hiccup because they tried to, pull the one out and say, hey, you got to pay again. I said, no, my friend, no, my bro, you got to get us through this because I've already paid. Here's my bank details. Here's 5 details, and he tried to give me that. I said, listen, there's no way that you're going to give me 4 receipts for family of 5, all the same name, and then all of a sudden we're missing a person. No, that's not going to happen. So, after a while...
We did thanks, that went through, we did the
PCR test. The only problem, however, guys, is that we were not able to fully enjoy and bask in the lovely, lovely, beautiful nighttime of Lomé, Togo. We touched at about 9, 10 o'clock.
But it was dark.
9 o'clock, it was dark. It's after dark, right? But we got whisked off straight from the airport in an ambulance, mind you, in an ambulance.
Literally with the sirens going.
With the sirens going, all the way to a quarantine hotel, right? With another gentleman who was a doctor as well. And so all the people from the UK, was it US, and certain other countries, Egypt and certain other countries, right, in Togo's red list? Yeah, on their red list. So if you come from any one of those countries, regardless of whether you tested negative or not, or you're vaccinated, you will get quarantined.
Yeah, Togo itself is not a red list. A red list.
For the UK, it's on the yellow, but it's not on the red list. So for us leaving, we didn't have to, there was no need to quarantine. It was going to be for, quarantine in the place that we are at now. But then just before we left, it switched to a red zone. So then, Togo didn't switch to a red zone. Togo decided, that UK is a red zone and that everybody coming from UK must quarantine.
Because clearly they're not feeling how, obviously, the UK's been
Boris
dealing with
Johnson.
How they've been dealing with stuff at the moment. And of course, the UK has had new variants.
And all the rest of that,
and generally because they're not really feeling how the UK has been dealing with the whole pandemic situation. But
we leave that here or there, you know what I'm saying? So that was that, really. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up at the hotel.
I'll say one thing though. One thing though, we will go into another video about this deeper. Quarantine experience. The experience itself, it's that was we handled that as a family.
As a family.
We had one room, we had a spacious room, that was good. But one thing I'll say is we couldn't get any information regarding what hotel would be placed in,
how much we paying for it,
cost,
whether we get fed.
We were getting stories, obviously, from connections on the ground, like, you know, the kind of prices it could be, and that was
like families are being separated.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have to pay for one person and pay for another
person was separated. It was like, no. And we tried to, from the UK, contact the Togolese embassy.
Wow. How did that go?
Yes, well, it didn't go very well because they didn't have any information. You know, the lady I spoke to, she was really lovely, but she was just like, I don't know what hotel it is, and I don't know the prices. They haven't told us anything. So I was like, okay, interesting. And of course, the website wasn't showing anything as well. So then I thought, okay, let me try and get in contact with the Togolese embassy in Ghana. Still have not received anything to date. So we were kind of just having to go, having to gauge things, just to say, which once again, guys, we say things change so fast. Because
so definitely be keeping up to date with the different things that's going on in your country and in the country that you're going to be flying into.
Such a must, guys.
Okay, guys?
Yeah.
So.
But the actual experience base of the quarantine?
Quarantine was not too bad. We've got videos on that as well. You're going to see the clips as well. We were able to obviously have some good views, and luckily the hotel was by the beach. So, hi guys, what's going on? So I'm a bit far from you. We're here now in the lovely hotel. So we were able to see the seafront. You know, obviously if we went higher up, we would have much better views. But I think the room we were at was great. We had the whole floor to ourselves, more or less.
And the bathroom was absolutely huge.
The bathroom was huge, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a disability toilet. But at the end of the day, for a family of 5, that was great. We managed to get another bed from another room into the hotel room. Obviously, we're the only people on the floor. So, you know, we managed to get 2 beds. And
there was no way we were going to sleep 5 people.
5 people in
on the bed that
it was 2 beds they had. I managed to get another bed into the room. You know what I'm saying? Another 2 beds.
They had 2 beds like joined together to make like a double.
A double, yeah.
But it was like.
It was a double, but it was 2 separate beds. Right, yeah, it's 2 separate beds. So we grabbed another bed to come in for the kids, a few mattresses as well, cushion covers, pillows. And, you know, as you do, you take some towels and the little shampoo stuff you get. We took that over as well. Like, hey, listen, nobody's on the floor. So
it was literally just us on the floor.
Listen, I know y'all be in the hotel taking towels in your suitcase and stuff like that. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying we just took the shampoo from next door and we used that.
You know what I'm saying?
There's also a fridge, put it in the hotel room.
Yes, because initially it was in the fridge.
It was in the fridge, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, and literally it was, you know, they would bring you food at certain times.
Yes.
Breakfast they would bring it like 7 in the morning.
3 times a day.
So, day 1, big shout out to all the family. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're going to show you what we're getting for lunch in the hotel. We've been quarantined. We landed yesterday. And we're still in quarantine, but they're providing food, which we're paying for.
So which you're paying for?
Yeah, I'm paying for the whole hotel and everything, but
okay. What they give us, babes?
So you got some fried fish with tomato sauce, you got your vegetables there, goujons, lettuce, and carrots, and then they're giving you, look at this, couscous. Oh, it tastes good.
It looks good.
It tastes good.
Looks good, yeah.
Compliments from the chef, so you've got beans, chickpeas, very healthy. Different way of life, family. Different way of life. No GMO.
Now, you didn't have no choice of what that food was. Number 1. Number 2.
We were paying for it.
Compliments to the chef. You were paying for it, right? So you didn't get to choose what it was, but you were paying for it, and you didn't know how much it would cost.
No, and they brought it at like 7 in the morning, so the kids were still asleep.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, by the time we didn't have a microwave.
You didn't have a microwave, no.
By the time kids would even be up, everything was cold. And they gave us a bit of random food. It was like, I think the first day we got like
I think we got eggs and bread, and then we got couscous and some fish, and then we got we got yam and some.
No, I'm saying the breakfast, babe, because they gave us like just some like a baguette, a mini baguette.
Yeah.
They gave us like little piece of butter, and then they gave us like I think like 2 mini croissants that were like burnt, and then they gave us some cake.
For the first breakfast?
Yeah.
Right.
And that was breakfast.
Either way, by the time we got to the second day, I had officially cancelled the whole food situation. I was like, listen, nah, I'm sorry. Again, why we say connect heavy when you go to Africa. Make sure you build those connections. If you're a diasporan and you want to go to touch on the continent or explore, make sure you're making connections with people who you can trust and who are there to support you, because we had people. Big shout out to my boy Joel.
Oh gosh, that was literally brought us food to the hotel.
Literally.
He couldn't come to the hotel, but a guard would go to the gates,
Pick up the food from him,
and then the next day, like obviously once we saw the breakfast, we were like, okay, this is not going to work. And then when we showed it to him, he literally came over, brought us like some croissants, brought us some milk, cereal, and we just kind of like rode it through like that nice, you know.
It was only 3 days, so guys, if you do make sure you pack some things for the kids, like some books, their games, their consoles, whatever it is that you guys take with you. And of course, you know, hey, just ride it through, and hope that it's only for 3 days. Because initially they were saying it was for 10 days.
Yes, it was originally
for 10 days. So we were prepared for 10 days. But obviously, just the day we got there is when it actually changed to 3 days.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
sorry. I was gonna say this. If it was 10 days, then I think we would have got a little bit like.
You would have probably got a different video. Like, hey, bro, this place was.
It's like it would have been a different experience. Do you know what I mean? Totally different. Like literally, you couldn't even speak to anybody. They just knock on the door. And by the time we get up and go to the door, they just left the food for you, like there. So it's like
they treated you like you had the plague or something.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? Even though we all tested negative and had a negative test result.
Oh my gosh, guys! What about the experience of what did we ask for? Was it a scissors or something to open something, and like a bowl? And they were like, they don't have it. And we're like, they don't have it. And they said, oh, they can get it, but
I need to get some.
We're like,
is it? I'm like, nah, it's alright, bro. I'm good.
Scissors.
I'm good, thanks. I pulled my connect from the grandma, bro.
He brought us some scissors.
Bro, can you bring us some scissors next time we're coming over? He's like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, okay, yeah, cool, boom. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So, bada bing, bada boom, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, let's go on to the next question. We were picked up by, again, our bro Joel, you know what I'm saying? And you see the video of the clips that we're going to put in. And he
brought us to the villa. Which we had already paid for, guys, which is why we were a little bit like, you know, like, oh my gosh, really? Because we've already paid for the villa. And then we were going to have to pay for a hotel as well. So that was a little bit But on the way from the hotel, we stopped off, got the kids something to eat as well.
Oh, I got the burger, guys. I'm going to show you the video. The burger was like this, guy. Oh, man.
It was good.
Listen, if you guys think you got a Big Mac, and if you think you're getting a Big Mac over there in the UK, you're finished, bro.
Yes.
It was
literally like beef.
It was like that.
Like, it was meaty.
Double cheese.
And it was nice because we drive along, and that was our first chance.
My only disappointment is that it was owned by a Lebanese guy. You know what I'm saying? With a whole bunch of my people working up in there. But you know, the burger was good and the staff was great. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to him because I put the video in there as well. So you were gonna say that?
I was just gonna say. Obviously, because we came in the night time, and then. So then when we left a few days later, driving through, it was really lovely. Yeah. We really got to see a bit of Togo.
Yeah, see the market, you know, we had to drive down along the main boulevard that leads you from Benin to Ghana, you know what I'm saying? And see some of the monuments, you see some of the videos and some of the clips that we're going to show in the video. And, you know, it was great. So as we're here, because we're here, going to be here for a while, we're going to take our time to really enjoy this place, you know what I'm saying? Because it has so much to offer. And if you're looking, and we're going to tell you guys straight off the gate right now, if you're looking for somewhere, you know, rush, fast-paced city life, this ain't the place for you. Togo, Lomé ain't the place for that. Go to Ghana for that. If you're looking for somewhere more laid back, you know, peaceful, very relaxed. Peaceful is the word. Yeah, but don't get it twisted. They do have a mad traffic system over here.
Peaceful.
But peaceful is the word. And once you know, if you're doing anything remote work or anything like that, and you set yourself up in your house, all the amenities that you need, you really don't need to step out too much. You see what I'm saying? So just to let you know, guys, if you're really looking for somewhere that's relaxing, that's cool, that's laid back, no pressure, they do speak a different language. So if you do have a different language learned, like French, you know that, great advantage to do over here.
Absolutely.
So, you know, but I'll talk about that in the next section. The villa. Right, so what can I tell you? Listen, the villa is absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying?
It was as what obviously we had
the video beforehand,
you
to know what it looked like.
And like I said, like our connect on the ground was amazing. He sourced it for us.
Yes.
He saw it, told them what our needs and our requirements were as a family.
Yeah.
And for me, the biggest thing out of everything, guys, it was the safety element because like it's enclosed. Like,
it's enclosed. You have so as you can see, you saw the security wires, the barbed wire,
high gates, you know, solid gates.
High walls,
yeah.
Well, the high gate is the gate for the driveway.
Yeah.
What's going on, family? Just took a minute out to clear the front patio, the front porch, as you can see. And this is what I love about Africa. Can you see? So that's the driveway where the car park is. That's the side entrance where the main entrance where you'd come in. And then you have this beautiful tiled, you know, front patio porch. It's actually quite nice, quite spacious. So that's over there is the seating area, and this is just a nice entrance area. So if you want to count the slabs, you can know how big it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So if you know that these are about almost the length of a ruler each, about 30 centimeter tiles, you count those up, you can imagine how big that space is at the front. So you've got the front driveway space there, then you've got the main patio space here, and the street is right behind you there. But I just wanted to get you guys to know what kind of space and what kind of house build you can get in Africa, because you are not getting this in the UK. I mean, within veranda, so we call it a veranda, you know, and at the back, you've got a little small patio at the back as well, with a small compact garden.
And the sides all leads, like, you know, literally, the kids are just like whizzing around. Half the time when we're in the house, we're just seeing them through the window.
Check out the kids' videos on Black World TV Africa and on Black World TV Kids, and you can see a lot of their content. And their
amazing content, man.
You know, if you want to catch up with some laughs, you can catch up with the kids and see what they're doing.
Yes.
You can catch them on their channel, you see what I'm saying? But, no, I think the video was great. You know, we got bars. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's bars on each and every single one of the windows. There's mosquito nets,
built-in mosquito screens
on every single one. You know, there's air conditioning in the rooms, but there isn't air conditioning here in the front room.
We've got like a big old fan.
Yeah, we've got a ceiling fan. We've got a fan that you can probably hear on the side right here. We've got another one that we've put in the kids' room right now because, you know, they're asleep. And so, I mean, that's the only thing the front room doesn't have any AC. But outside of that, the place for me is a definite solid start, you know, touching down in Africa. So guys, if that's somewhere that you need or something that you require, make sure that you have those connections with people, you see what I'm saying? And as we're going to build our connections with here, with people on the ground in Togo, and extend the connections we already have, you know, it's like, hey, like I said, if you're looking for a different pace of life, a different way of life, you know what I'm saying? Slower pace, no hassles, no worries, you know what I'm saying?
Where there's a real sense of community, because even in the VR as well, what I really love about the villa as well. There's so many things I love about
so many things, you know what I'm saying? And if you're someone that likes people knowing their roles, men having their roles and women having their roles, and understanding what family is about, then definitely you want to be in a place like Togo, you know what I'm saying? Because they definitely have that
very family oriented.
Very family oriented.
And just there's a real sense of community, because we've been like exploring as well, and just the hospitality has been amazing just from the start. So even just being like in the first week, like
I mean, no, just you get your odd 1 or 2 people that are just a bit like, but you get that everywhere you go in the world. So
like we stand out like a sore thumb. It's just so obvious.
It is what it is. Everyone looks at me, they think American, and tell you about that story.
Oh yeah, at the airport. Apparently we became Americans.
So I shouldn't believe that one actually. No, we'll talk about what happened in the week. So in the week, right, when we touched down the airport, right, the guy, the security guard kept coming up to me. This is at Togo. This is in Togo Airport, right, in Lomé, right? Oh, British passports that said United Kingdom on it, right? British. All 5 of them took the passport in his hand. He's holding the passport. He's looking at me. He's looking at the passport. He's looking at me. He's looking at the passport. And then he goes, American?
Traveling, but I was like, hey, Okay.
Listen, we left out at 7 a.m. in the morning. Our
Yeah.
flight was at 11, right? We touched down at 9 p.m. So
Plus, we
we've
didn't
literally
even
been,
sleep the night
oh,
before.
when you sleep the night before, right? So we've literally been traveling for the whole day, right? So we get there, it's baking hot at night in Lomé, right? So he's looking at me talking about American. I'm like, no,
No, British.
British. He's like, American.
No.
And I'm like, no, UK. And he's still looking at me like, American. And then I realized, oh, I'm not speaking French to this dude. Anglais, yeah? Je parle français, anglais, yeah? Je parle anglais, yeah? So I don't, yeah, so he then he said, oh, okay. American. I was like, yo, this
honestly, the best thing was, yeah, he went away. We thought, okay, let's do some stuff. And then, and next guy came back and was like, American. I'm like, well,
American. I'm like, nah, bro.
Like, no,
I don't, listen, I may sound like an American to some people, but I guarantee I tell you, I'm
babe,
not
you sound like a
American.
rap button.
I am a UK guy,
It's the
yeah,
right
straight off the
Cockney
gate.
geezer.
Yeah, I don't even play that game with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might play on
A
my
highly
video.
articulate Cockney geezer.
I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because if I close my mouth, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the way of saying I look handsome. I don't know.
You are very
I don't
handsome.
know, maybe.
But I don't know if you look American.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. What does an American look like?
I don't know.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah, so that
anyway.
sidebar.
Yeah, so what? So the villa has been a nice experience.
Yeah.
It's been great to come into.
Community, just the first week. Getting to explore the shops that are the local shops, getting the just the kids seeing
We went to the
like,
supermarket the
different
first week to grab a
roads,
couple of things.
what roads are
property
like
names,
here. It was just because we like when we have got like real sandy roads, you go a bit further before you get like the top
Yeah, you
roads
see the
and stuff.
videos and you see the clips what we've been talking about.
So yeah, so it's just been really lovely. I'm just really happy that what we thought it was going to be actually
It has
what it
been
was
like,
gonna be.
our expectations were realistic.
Yeah.
And so far,
So
our
far, so
expectations
good.
have hit right on the money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know, things do take longer to do certain things, but again, if you have the right connections, you can bypass certain things over here in the continent, and that's one of the beautiful things I love about the continent. You know, I know people try to say, "Oh, it's shade, it's this and that," and it's like, bruh, listen, I want to be able to take advantage of that communal sense where, if you can't get something done in the normal way, you can definitely be able to reach out with a connection and get things done and move a little bit quicker. So while some people may look at that as a negative, I take that negative on board and say, let's turn it into a positive and utilize it for the best chances for ourselves and the challenges that we might face in the future. But
I think it's definitely it's definitely a place where you know a man who knows a man who knows a man.
Africa's a place where you need to know a man who knows a man who knows a man who knows a man.
Yeah.
Right? So if you don't know a man, you need to get to know a man. Right? There you go. Okay. If you didn't know, now you know. Right? All right. So let's get into our next question. I think.
Right. Yes. First one. I was gonna say language, but no. I think I'm gonna say the first one, mosquitoes. No, I have to.
Okay, I'll hit the language one.
Yes, I'll hit the mosquitoes.
Right,
Well, guys, honestly, from the moment we touched down, it's like it was obviously we were in the airport for like at least like an hour and a bit. First of all,
yeah. When you get to the hotel, to the back.
when we get to the hotel, but the moment we stepped into the hotel, you could see things flying around the room. It was like, oh, okay. So that became a reality, really.
I'll be right back. Let me get something.
A reality, really straight off the bat, just what I'm saying. And guys, for me, I don't know about everybody else, but my blood is sweet. Even from when we go back home to Cameroon and stuff, I was always, they love to eat me. Yeah, they love to eat me. So when we got there in the room, it was like, that has been a challenge because. He hasn't had as many bites as yet, but for me, honestly, those 3 days in the hotel, it was something else. I genuinely believe that those hotel mosquitoes were like a different breed because I had 4 on one leg, 3 on the other. I had bites here, and mine were coming up like big, massive welts.
She's trying to get your sympathy.
No,
right?
I'm just saying.
In case you didn't realize, right? We all got bit, right?
Yes.
For some reason.
Did we all get bit, babes? Yes, we did. But we did all get bit. But I'm saying I got bit.
But what she's not saying is the part where we had ninja action at night where we were hunting down these mosquitoes.
Hunting them down.
In the hotel,
especially when the kids were asleep.
Yeah, oh man, they were literally, we were finding them. We turn off the lights, right? We turn off the lights, and then we put the torches on because we had torches. Obviously, it's Africa. We brought torches with us. And we put the torches on, and they would hover the torches over the bed to look, and you'd see these big suckers sitting right there on the side of one of their faces or on the arm, and they were like, hey! And we'd smack it to get it out. We'd get some would fly away. The ones we'd get, oh my gosh, the blood flow that would splatter.
Listen, we got to a point where we were like, we couldn't even.
Right, guys. So this is the bed. There's our son in bed, and there's two we just killed. I'm trying to get the camera to focus, but there you go. All right, so that's 2 we killed.
Yeah, so it's like I came in and then I just saw it, and guys, it was like black, 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 and then it's like you came and then you saw like one on the bed.
I saw 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. I think you got that one.
Yeah, I think
then I got that one, right? And then there was one on our daughter. That was right there. And then I got that one too. And I think there's another one. There was like a whole crew of them. It's like the whole crew of them came in at the same time, thinking that they were great. You see what I'm saying? But guys, you know what time it is. We have to sort them out. So
we've literally now spent like the last 10 minutes like scanning the room with the lights and everything, and just checking everything. So guys, yeah, this is how it goes. I've been
you're a bit already. Yeah,
my blood is sweet, guys. It always is. Look, I've got one there. I've got like 2 on my legs. I've got a big one. Can you see? On my arm there.
Right there.
So we are the Savlon Queen that's coming in super handy.
I've even got some on my arm too. Yeah. So guys, for when you're coming abroad in the continent, for those of you who've been to, the Caribbean and places in Sub-Sahara, below the equator, the East, Philippines, Asia, those kind of places, you'd always get mosquitoes. So you always got to make sure that you've got your repellents and obviously taking your malaria and taking your yellow fever, so that you are always protected and keeping yourself abreast of what's going on. You want to swap cameras?
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, like I said, those are my bites. Those are my victory scars.
The balcony, and initially it was like the first said, "Oh, look at the balcony! It's so lovely. The breeze in the evening. It was so hot. We were like, not open the door, but go out and just like we thought we'd enjoy the night air breeze. Yeah, we knocked that on the headlights on the first night because the amount of mosquitoes that came and just took refuge in that hotel was like the moment the door opened, literally you saw them they just came in.
Well, look at that. I think there was also places in the hotel which were a bit more access, like ducts and stuff, the ventilation and stuff, where they were able to fly through and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I was hunting down those things in that room.
Yeah, I'm not like, you hit me hard. My bed's not playing around.
Right, so...
My bed's had the system, he was like, right, we're going to turn off the lights, we're going to hide in the bathroom,
right.
We're going to give it a few minutes, then we're going to come out with the torches, and we were literally just like slapping. And yeah, they had like, the kids did get a few, I think it was more Nehemiah whilst this week that really, I think, took it because we walked in the room and there was literally, I saw like some dots and I thought, oh, what's that? And literally I looked close and my gosh, it was moving. Slapped it, then the blood splattered out. And I was like, then I had to like search him down to see where the bites were.
And here, they both got bit.
And after that, I couldn't even speak because you're just spending all night. Like, and then we got to a point, I think we were sleeping with the lights on because the moment the lights were off,
they were just coming. So, but they still came for you, the lights on.
They still came for you, but literally, I don't think I slept.
But you're trying everything you said, and I'm trying different things out here to get these mosquitoes, but they weren't serious. They did not play. There were some big suckers as well.
And we didn't have the juice that we have now.
You backhand one, right, and then we got it. But anyway, guys. So while we got to the villa, right? Obviously, we had the screen, so that helped a great deal already as it is. But we were like, obviously, when you open the windows and stuff like that, and the doors, these suckers fly in. Quick. I had to figure out a solution, right? And I went to the shop and I said, well, okay, fine. I tried some incense on one night. That didn't work. So the second night, I burnt all the incense.
And obviously, guys, from coming over, we had all the creams.
Yeah, so we put all the creams on the kids. Yeah. We had this little wrist thing.
These cute little bands I got from the chemist, which, I'll do a review on them for obviously like parents and things like that. Because for me, like, mosquitoes was something that was really big, really important to me. And how we're going to combat it, how we're going to like minimize it. The kids obviously going to like their first experience. So I found these wristbands and you put them on and it gives them like kind of an odor which is meant to like, stop them from. And I think maybe they work probably for the first day or two, but I'll give a proper review of it. I don't think they ever worked, but, I think they did. I'll give a proper review of it. The kids got fed up with it. The novelty wore off. They liked it initially, and then after that they were like, nope, we don't want it. Yes.
Right, so anyway, I've now resorted to, ladies and gentlemen, dun, 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 this is not an ad, promoted ad, it's not supported and it's not sponsored. I'm just letting you know.
It's just a lifesaver.
This is what I bought, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this mosquito spray is a lifesaver, right? You know what I'm saying? It is hazardous to your health, so do not breathe it in. You're supposed to empty the room out, close the windows, spray the room, leave the room for at least 10 to 15 minutes, then air the room out for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Fully ventilated. So because we had the mosquito nets, I'm closing the windows, spraying the hell out of a room, then leaving the room, coming back with the mosquito nets, right, still in place, open the window to allow it to be aired out. So now whatever's in that room dies. And ladies and gentlemen, they die.
They die.
They die. Whether they're flying in the air or crawling on the ground, at some point, that chemical gets to them and they die.
It's like, we've got a system, guys, that we will, before we do the spraying, of course, give the front floor a good brush, because then that way you can see very clearly, and we've got tile floors, you know, which most people do over here in Africa. And then that way you get to see exactly what's like on the ground, so especially when we do the spraying in the night time. And then you wake up in the morning, and that's when you really see how much damage was like. It was done during that night time, because all the insects come out at night when you're sleeping. Because not just the mosquitoes, guys, you have other insects that actually bite, so you get other bites. It's not always obviously the most dangerous, but you just don't want to get bitten just by lots of flying things and things crawling on the ground. So yeah.
So one of the other challenges we face, I would say language. I said I was going to hit the language one. Obviously, we are in Togo, guys. We are in Lomé. Okay, guys? And yes, they do.
Yes.
So we speak English, of course, coming from England.
Of course we do.
And we did learn French in school. Didn't really, learn some stuff, but obviously we're not speaking it in any other major way. You don't really want to be exposed in that, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, moving along swiftly. So one of the things I would say is a language barrier. So is a challenge was the language barrier, and the ways that we thought of a few different ways that we will try to overcome the language barrier that we were facing, and that would be one of the things we used was an app. Right?
Well, actually, firstly, before we even came, we all took language classes.
Well, yeah. Well, one of the things we're gonna on the list was an app, language classes, language games, right?
Yes.
And what was the other one I said?
Actually, let me go and see if I can't share.
I can't remember. Anyway, so we had games, learning apps, and we took language classes before we left. Big shout out again to Kai from the Diaspora channel. If you want to learn French or you want to learn another language, definitely go over there to her channel and subscribe, send her over an email, and she'll be more than happy to teach you French. So we took that for a few months before we actually left, and she was very helpful to give us conversational French.
Yes. Stuff that you're gonna really need.
Stuff you're gonna need, right?
Not like Rosetta Stone.
Not Rosetta Stone French. Like, how much is this? How much is that? I'm going here. I'm going there. You see what I'm saying? Stop. No, that's enough. You see what I'm saying? Or I don't understand what you're saying. Whatever the case. But anyway, so we also had the games.
Yes. I managed to pick this up, guys, actually. And do you know what, guys? I actually picked this up from a charity shop before we left, because obviously we were getting rid of a lot of bits and pieces. It's a charity shop, and I love the charity shop anyways. But we found this French word games. So this is what we also use to play with the kids, and that way it gets them, family time, gets us learning it as well, because in the day, if you're learning French, everyone's learning to the basic level of children.
Now, if you're going to come to another country, guys, that speaks a different language, and you're intimidated, you feel a bit scared, you feel a bit worried, these are some of the things and some of the tools that we would suggest that you try to help familiarize yourself. I also have a video on my phone that speaks French for beginners, and that's something we play at night. But I listened to before we left, and I also listen to afterwards. And if I'm ever stuck out here on the street, I can always play the video, hear the sound of what is being said, because on my phone, and repeat that as well in person. So then we also have the international app, which is called International Translator app, right? I don't know, again.
You should probably do a review. Really love these apps. Like he was coming with all types of apps, and I'm not really gadget friendly, so I was like, babes, man, these apps, but they are really saving us at the moment in many ways. Yeah. So you should probably do like a review, babe.
I'll do a review on it, at some point. At some point. Yeah. And then, so that app allows me to have a translator on it. It has a text translator and a voice translator. So I can just, but of course, if you have internet, you want to use Google. There's different ones that you can use, and etc. etc. But I use this one because it's on our phone, and it does voices, it does texts. You know what I'm saying? It does photo. So if you need live and real time, so if you see a photo and you don't understand what is being said, you take a picture of it, and it will translate what that image is actually saying in English for us. So use technology, guys. It's your friend. Learn to speak another language. Take some classes if you possibly can. Get games. Watch. Immerse yourself in it.
We like even from the first week, like we just have French TV on.
Yeah.
And for the kids as well, like
obviously it's on the background, but it's a music channel, so I don't want to get copyrighted.
But the kids, like the TV shows, they watch it, and a lot of the things are the same shows from the UK, but just dubbed over. So we just try to get that and just immerse yourself in it as much as possible. Even if you don't understand it, hearing it, picking up tone, hearing accent, just seeing people's body language, the context in which they speak and how it flows. Definitely.
And learn little sort of words, so that you can always repeat them, and from there build upon your vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? And use everyday phrases, stuff that you use yourself every day. Learn those phrases so that when you are in those positions, you know exactly what's being said.
So for us, like, a really important one's obviously being asked about. You gotta always know the price. So things like, say, combien s'il vous plaît? Like, how much is this?
How much is this? I want to go, you know what I'm saying? So je vais aller, so I want to go there.
Oh, no, I want. So when you go to the shop, it's like, I want this. You can't get too caught up in the whole full sentences, and people understand you don't speak the language,
right.
So you will be speaking a level of like broken English, like French,
basic,
kind
you're
of.
speaking a basic form of language, but that's still able to allow you to communicate. And once you're able to communicate, a lot of things go a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? And of course, always ask the question: do you speak English? Right? Whether it's in English or in French, it can be right. So there you go. So anyway, guys, one more challenge. Any other challenges you thought about? The heat.
How can we miss out the
Listen,
heat?
African heat is something else, man. We've been to different countries. We've been to Dubai. We've been to some Mediterranean. I've been to the States. African heat is different. It's different. It's not like anything else. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But we decided, and guys, this is something that I don't know how many of you have thought about this. To those of you who do want to travel to Africa or who do want to take a holiday in Africa, but Africa has 2 seasons. The majority of Africa, should I say, especially here in West Africa. We have hammer time, which is the sun pounding down on you every single day. That's why it's called hammer time, summertime. And then we have the rainy season. That's it, exactly what it is. It just rains, right? But it's sunny and it's still hot nonetheless. So the only difference though is that during the rainy season you do get a lot more mosquitoes. The benefit to traveling at that time, that's the negative. I gave you the negative first. I should have given you the negative. Let me rewind that. There is a negative and a positive to traveling during certain times. The negative to traveling during the cooler times, which is the rainy season, is that you get mosquitoes. So as my lovely wife was showing you earlier, all her souvenirs and scarves to go with it. Obviously, if you go during the hammer time, you will get less mosquitoes, but it will be baking. So considering that we were coming from the UK, which has a very temperate weather, something more like South Africa. I was going to say South Africa. No, South Africa. Yes. No, South Africa. And temperate weather. We were coming to West Africa where it's extremely hot. It's more like, Texas type weather down here, Florida type weather. So it's like, and much more. So I said, no, I want us to go towards the end of the rainy season to be able to feel the cool temperate weather and then adjust as the temperature rises up into, for the kids because, hey, we're going to be here for a while exploring things out here, filming, vlogging, doing business things behind the scenes, and obviously connecting with people in Ghana. So hopefully we'll try and make this our base, you know what I'm saying? We aim to make it our base because like we said, more quiet space of life, a more slower pace of life, family-oriented pace of life, you know what I'm saying? But again, we do have other things that we have going on, so it is what it is. Don't forget to like the channel, support the video, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. This is Van Tedder, and don't forget to hit that bell notification if you want to be kept up to date with the content. So,
the heat. It is definitely. For me, I've noticed as well, guys. Honestly, it's like My feet have swollen like ridiculously.
Oh yes.
Yes, I'm literally. I've got like pregnancy feet at the moment. You know, they're even worse than this. I don't think my feet were this bad when I was pregnant. With any of the babies.
I don't know if it's because of the flight as well, with being up in the air and stuff like that. We didn't get the socks. I did think about getting the socks, and I was just completely forgot with everything else. And for some reason, I
didn't think the flight was that long.
No, for me, I thought I would need them because obviously I've had my foot broken in recent years, and I've had an operation on it and a metal plate put into it. So I know that my blood vessels might react differently, but it was okay. My foot did swell, but I took my shoes off, right, in the flight. So.
Well, this is the thing. I never keep my shoes on during the flight. During any flight, I see some people who still got their shoes.
But did you get from walk a lot during the flight?
Well, not really, because obviously the kids were there and stuff like that. So to do like 2 minute runs on the
but you might do a bit more.
So that's been something which I believe it's the heat that's making it swell, and I also think that's why the mosquitoes are coming for me, because they're just like there's just too much blood in the flowing through the veins. But yeah, no, the heat. The kids have taken they've taken to it really well, far better than what we thought that they were going to. So yeah.
That's the next question.
No.
Yeah, so I mean the kids in the heat, yeah, I mean they're taking to it as well, but like I said, we've come in around where it's temperate. So when we landed, the weather was, the UK just had a heat wave, and we were at what, 20-something degrees over the weekend?
Doing some nice heat.
So we were getting some nice heat, and obviously we came, the day we left, it turned to rain. So, and it cooled down drastically. But obviously when we got here, it was probably about 25, 26 degrees.
Because it was even as well.
Because it was even as well, so it was cooler. So, and then it started to pick up.
And we had aircon in the room, so you didn't really feel it. We were just in the hotel.
So yeah, but Africa is different. The mornings are cool and the evenings are cool, but obviously the afternoons is when it's seriously hot. So, and we were in the quarantine for the last 3 days, so we didn't really feel that. And we were on the balcony, and we got by the ocean breeze, so we were pretty. I would say. We were cool, like cool cats or nothing like that, because it was still hot.
Night times were hot.
Night times were hot.
I think because we also a couple of bodies
and
in the
plus
room
we had
as
to
well.
put the AC on, and we had the AC on in the night time, and that gave me a mild.
Oh, it did. And this was the thing as well, because
I think he's definitely gonna come down with something.
Yeah, we couldn't go OTT with it because he's already started having like sniffles, and you know that's definitely because even when we went to Dubai, he was like tiny.
He had this.
And it's like straight away.
That's on the plane though.
But that was on the plane, going in and out of everything, the cars, everywhere in Dubai.
Everywhere in Dubai had
free
AC.
aircon in Dubai. So the aircon we've been enjoying, but that's all been okay. But it's the heat when you're outside, you feel it, and you get to a certain point in the day, and you're just feeling tired, and you're like, I haven't done anything. I'm tired. So that's it can only be the heat. You know, we're not complaining at all in any way, shape, or form because. Waking up in the mornings and just feeling that heat on your skin.
Yeah.
The kids, they're in their element. Do you know what I mean? Like they're loving the heat, and yeah, certain times they feel it. But guys, one thing that we are going through dealing with a lot over here is water. So they're hydrated, they're cool.
We'll talk about that in another video. Yeah.
We've got ice creams, ice ones in the freezer. So we're so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the heat is it's a sharp contrast from where we came from. Even when we're having our heat wave spells, it's a different environment. There's also different humidity in the air.
That's what I'm saying. It's the humidity in the air.
It's completely different.
You know, the breeze is different. It's a lot fresher. It's a lot cleaner. The air is a lot fresher, a lot cleaner. You know.
So you can handle the heat more.
Listen, it's Africa, man. I get up every day and I know it's hot.
Listen, and not just
that
that,
makes me feel good.
you can't be complaining too much because every day, guys, you get reminded because we literally just have to step outside the villa and you see people like working and go up and down and they're doing their business. And
I mean, don't get me wrong, in some parts, you know what I'm saying, this week, the BO has been real. But the BO has been real. Yeah? So if any of you want to get into selling cosmetic products and stuff like that, that's big over here in Africa.
Oh my gosh.
But listen, them scientists, get to work and start doing some real work on people that live in hot countries. Not be doing some BO test on people that live in cool climate countries. No, come over here and put your things to the test, right? So, but that's just my little side boy. But yeah. But but listen, there's BO everywhere in the world, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
The heat. The kids have been changing their clothes a couple of times. Like they're going through it more than I think, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, the moment they got hot and they feel a bit damp and a bit sweaty, that comes off. So yeah, we're managing that. Definitely managing it.
That'd be alright. And we got a hose. You know what I'm saying? I brought the hose.
They have had it a couple of times actually, and those are really good hose when we came here as well. So. You're probably thinking like these UK people, man. Like their kids are there out in their swimming costumes getting hosed down.
Yeah.
But the kids love it. It's fun, and it's like, why not? Do you know what I mean? It's also their travel experience, so it's for them to enjoy it as well. and we try to factor in things which we know as adults would like frustrate us, would bother us within a travel, and then just think about them as like little people.
And to be fair, we kept them up to date at every step of the way. We let them know what's going to expect. You know what I'm saying? That thing's going to be very different from what they expect. So obviously, because they've never been to Africa, well, they've been to Dubai, which is in Africa, but they've never been to West Africa. They didn't know kind of what to expect, so we kind of showed them videos. You know, big up against that Diaspora channel company when she flew out. She went to several places. You know, Ivory Coast, Benin, Togo, and she was able to send back the content and the footage. So we were able to see it.
They loved the footage on the beach.
They loved it.
It was amazing. So
so obviously, right now we can't go to the beach because certain parts of Togo is during lockdown, especially in Lomé. Certain parts of Lomé is in lockdown. So we're just going to chill at the villa until those things are kind of open. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of movement going around. Yeah, shops and stuff are going place. But like major restaurants aren't really open. Like the street restaurants are open.
But we're enjoying the street restaurants.
Yeah, and guys, we're going to show you about street restaurants. Right? Oh man, y'all in England getting locked down, trying to talk about drinking your patty and drinking your tea outside. They got street bars out here. You know what I'm saying? Where you just sit outside and drink your juice, man. So people talk about quarantine. They weren't quarantined. They can sit outside and have a drink, man. So, you know, we'll talk about those another time. We'll show you the videos as well. But
no, we've all managed to, we've all dealt with it, and I think we're all good.
I think I'm fine with it.
Right, okay.
So, last question.
Last question. It's not a last question, it's a summary nowadays.
No, it's a last question. But I think the kids are going to answer this question. You let the
of
kids
course, yes.
How are the kids coping? I'm going to let them let you know how they are coping. Alright, guys? And we'll be back after that with the song. We landed and we went to quarantine in the hotel, right? What was the hotel room like? Go on.
There were only 2 beds with 2 pillows. There was a bathroom that was really big inside it.
A really big bathroom?
Yes.
Yeah. And how big was it?
Really big.
Like that big? What? That's as big as a chair?
Nope.
No. Like another room?
Yeah, like another room.
Like, was it loud that if you went la 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 la, you could hear your voice in it?
Yes. Even if you screamed, you could hear your voice in it.
Right.
Even louder.
Okay.
That's why I always go into the bathroom to sing.
And you're singing in the else in the hotel room? Have the quarantine when you were in quarantine?
There was a balcony.
Balcony?
Yes. Yeah. And there was like another door and it led to another room.
Another room, right? But could you go into that room?
No.
Okay, so that room was locked out, right?
We couldn't leave because we only had to stay in the hotel for...
Why are you slapping yourself?
The flies!
Oh, what about the flies? Are you want to tell the guys about the flies?
The flies were very annoying.
Yeah.
They're really annoying. They go into the house, flying through. Especially the mosquitoes. They kept on biting me.
The mosquitoes?
I got 5 bites under my leg.
Under your leg? No, okay. Thank you. Let's keep it YouTube friendly. You know the show?
Yes.
Okay.
A few mosquitoes flew into the room at night. Sometimes in the day as well. But we managed to kill them. Some of them had blood, which means they've already ate. So which means they're really easy to kill.
Were they easy to kill?
Yes, if they drank too much.
All right, well, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about something else, right?
Right, guys. Okay, our next question. What do you guys like best about our villa?
We're in a car park and we really like it. We can actually play tag. There's a room. There's some plants over there.
Okay, Amalia, what about you? What do you like best about the villa?
What I like best about the villa is that the roof. We can go up to the roof and get to see everything. That's a nice view.
That is pretty cool still. The villa going up to the rooftop is pretty nice. Go on, Ziva. Go on.
Me.
1 second, Bubble.
Obviously, you know where we slept.
Yes. You like the rooms. Okay, we'll tell everybody about that a bit later, okay? Right, Nehemiah, what do you like best about the villa? Do you like it?
Second floor. Second floor is the roof.
The roof. You like the roof? What else do you like about the place, Bobo? Tell us. Do you like running around? Do you like...
Running around.
Okay. All right. So, Nehemiah, what do you like about the house? Give us some nice, beautiful sentences, please. I like...
Flowers.
I like...
So, go on. One last thing.
What do you like about the villa, baby?
Give me another thing that you like.
Part of the house.
What part?
There's a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big giant TV.
Okay.
Like a big giant TV.
Okay, that's...
Anyway, guys, hi guys, welcome back. So now we're gonna do the summary section, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna summarize it. We're talking a lot for like an hour and something now. So,
It happens.
yeah, you're probably bored of hearing us now. But anyway, guys, so we've talked about how our first week has gone now. You know, we talked about the flights, we talked about the hotel, quarantine, we talked about the villa that you see
I'm just
sitting
scratching
right behind. Don't worry, guys, I've got the rad here, and we talked about that. We're giving you some tips as well, guys, throughout the whole video. So, you know, guys, the last tip that I will give you, and you know, it's a special tip, you know what I'm saying? We told you about getting connections, we told you about the rad, you know, we told you about certain things about the language and the apps and stuff like that. So about 4 or 5 tips that we've given you throughout this video to help you on your journey, you know, wherever you are in the world or wherever you are going in the world. But the final tip that I would say, especially for West Africa, for this video, I would definitely say, guys, get some good hardback slippers. Guys.
Yes.
Good
slippers.
Slippers, okay, guys?
Good slippers.
Don't think you be wearing your shoes and trainers. No. The sand over here is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I don't think we've even gone into...
I want one pair of shoes and I want one pair of
The
trainers.
kids have been wearing like one pair of sandals.
That's it. I've been in slippers the whole time.
I don't even want to put Nehemiah's like congies and Vans on because it's like the dust outside. It's just going to be something else. But literally... the wardrobe that like we pack minimalist anyways, do you know what I mean? But the wardrobe that we thought, like the footwear, no, it's not gonna work.
No, it's not really gonna work. So make sure when you are packing to come to West Africa,
good soles,
you make sure you got some good sole shoes, some good sole slippers, okay? Slippers, sliders. You're gonna need them, guys, okay, guys? Because listen,
the kids are living in their Birkenstocks right now.
Plus, you don't want to have your shoes lying around somewhere because it's so hot. You take your shoes off and some lizard or some gecko.
Oh, because we've had that experience this week.
Yeah. So that's the tip.
A little
for the
baby
week,
one was hiding in one of the sandals.
Right, one of the sandals, guys. So make sure, and then when you do it, before you put your shoes on,
shake them off.
Shake them off.
Always. Shake them off.
Can't stress that enough, guys. Can't stress that enough. All right, guys. You know what I'm saying. So anyway, guys, that's our last tip.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, that we are gonna give you. We hope you enjoyed the video, enjoyed the vlog. Join us next week, guys, for our weekly update. We'll be showing you what we've done, and we're gonna show you some of the clips as well. Subscribe to the channel, and obviously hit that bell notification so that you can be kept up to date when the videos pop up for the pre-recorded stuff. Internet hasn't really been the greatest for us right now. We were able to do the one live, and then it just kind of went dead on us after that. So we're gonna pre-record the videos and load them up. And when we do have the opportunity to do a live video,
we'll do it. But it's gonna be impromptu. It's gonna be like, you know.
So make sure you're subscribed, guys, so you can get that energy, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when it's gonna hold up.
Exactly.
We don't know when it's gonna
but
cut
guys,
out.
as always, it's all about like, please, like what on the continent we are about one Africa, one voice.
Yes.
But guys, you know we are all about LSG, love and support equals growth.
Get that mindset right. LSG lifestyle, LSG business, LSG marriage, guys. That's what we're talking about.
That is what it's about, guys.
Whether you're African or whether you're diasporan, this is where we can connect. Yeah, we're 2 different tribes, but we need to connect and we need to be able to work together on shared principles, moral standards, and ethics. LSG mindset: love plus support equals growth. Group economics: interdependent mindset, truth, honesty, accountability. Let's support each other.
Those principles. And guys, honestly, LSG, it just leads you to LSG lifestyle. It really does. And we're being unapologetic with our lifestyle at the moment.
It's a lifestyle, it's not a movement.
It is, it's a lifestyle. And we are going to live it in the truest sense, which is what I'm saying. We're going to bring you guys along the journey. You know, we've been helping others and sharing with others, and it's been changing. I'm not going to sound like those gurus, like, it's been changing their lives. But guys, honestly, when you apply it and when you like in the true spirit of it, there's growth, you know, and Yeah, you know that kind of growth.
Listen, you only get as much. It's an equation. You have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, you don't get the outcomes. And unfortunately, especially in our community, a lot of people don't want to put in the work, but they want the outcomes. It doesn't work that way. So, guys, we're not about the beef. We're not about the drama. We're seeing none of that stuff going on right now. YouTube street fighting streets. Street fighting YouTubers. That's what it is. It's street fighting YouTubers on the YouTube streets. Guys, stop it. Please. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, you're bringing down the group ethnic image, and if you don't understand what that means, go and watch my podcast on Nightly Notions, and you will understand what we talk about.
We get the content. We get that we wanted to do the clickbait. We get that.
But
the sensations themselves. We get that.
Listen, rise above. Rise above. Rise above.
If we're on the continent, let's talk about the African beauty. Let's talk about the African.
And we're going to do more of that on this channel, right? We're going to talk about the African Revolution. We're going to talk about why we are exploring Africa, and Lord willing, we'll be living in Africa, right, guys? So stay tuned, watch the video, stay with the vlogs. You see what I'm saying?
Is that also shows like I ain't coming back?
I ain't coming back, man. I'm seeing the sun. My skin's looking great. I'm feeling the heat. I ain't coming back, man. All right, but guys, again, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification.
All that good stuff.
We've got a Patreon as well now, guys. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna be uploading the videos there, raw, uncut, with bloopers and everything else.
And that's, I'm gonna keep it real, guys. That's like where I guess most of the content for the kids, you guys will catch it.
If you want to catch the kids stuff, definitely subscribe to the channel.
You'll see bits and bum them and all the rest of it, but you know what? Like definitely Patreon. That's the stuff that
the uncut stuff, the stuff that we're doing behind the scenes,
family,
and what we do personally.
LSG lifestyle. You know, you might even catch us in on the
And if you want to be a leadership, in the male masculine leadership, definitely join the Patreon, and you can get that program on that Patreon as well. So if whether you're single, married, and you've had no father figure in your life, then this is something that can help you get your moral standards, principles, and ethics down pat, give you a foundation that you can run with. Listen, I spent over 15 years in the church, so I'm giving you a spiritual foundation. I'm not giving you a religious foundation, I'm giving you a spiritual foundation. There's a difference. So learn it, pick it up, run with it, build your family, build your LSG lifestyle, build your LSG business, build your LSD marriage, let's build communities, and let's grow.
Let's do it.
One Africa, one love. Alright, so it's peace. I'm out from Black Note TV. Well, from Franklin of Black Note TV. I'm from
You gotta sign up for both of us days.
I could have signed up for both of you, but it's not the way it goes. So anyway, guys, it's bye from one half of Black Note TV.
And it's bye from the other half. You didn't say your name.
I don't need to say my name. I said at the beginning. It's the end.
Fair enough.
We'll catch you later, guys.
Catch you later, guys.
Peace.
Bye.